Alright, my pardons. I had to go switch over some laundry. Is sleep on the right side? Am I going the right direction? North, right? Oh, that's good. Alright.
Yeah!
Onward back to the Guardian. So we have to go down, don't we? Gotta go down to go up. But yeah, no, this place definitely has appeal. Wait, is this horse faster? And both the girls share, and basically because Emma doesn't know how to ride, so it's kind of... For some reason this horse seems faster, I don't know why. Now, I do believe Wandering Sheep and Special Lesson have both been completed.
Let's go! Yeah!
We should be loading here any minute now. In Berry. Yep, as always, didn't go out far enough. There he is. So I'm finished taking all the photographs I need. Shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah, blah blah blah, yes. Oh, no, damn it, no! No! Grumble, grumble! Wait, yeah. Alright then, we'll stay here until you finished up. Okay, I'll try not to keep you waiting too long. And is waiting for no one to finish. He was reluctant to leave even after depleting his photo quartz. He finally returned to the settlement. Whew, finally able to make it back to the settlement. Thanks a million for escorting me back here, I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to photograph the statue to my heart's desire. I'm just glad you made it back safe and sound. Yeah, let's go tell the elder. Seems to be quite a commotion over there. What? That's... Uh-oh. Time to drive. I mean, what? Looks like there's been an horrible car accident. But why here? Isn't that the gentleman we filled a request for this morning? The very same. That's the settlement doctor Mir. He couldn't have been one responsible, could he? Never mind. We need to go take a closer look. Mir, are you hurt? Guys, I'm alright. Sorry for worrying you. What happened here? So on my way back from gathering herbs in the mountain forest to the north, and all of a sudden I lost control of the vehicle. Was anyone injured? Suffered a few bumps and bruises, but other than that, fortunately not. I'm just relieved that I didn't end up hurting anyone. I'm glad to know your injuries are light, Amir. Thanks be to the winds and the goddess. Still, how does one lose control of a vehicle in an area as open as free of obstructions as this? Did you simply lose your concentration for a moment? No, of course not. This car is extremely important to all of us here. I wouldn't dream of driving it carelessly. So much will cost it. When I was getting settlement, the steering wheel started to feel always stiff. Fortunately, the brakes were still functional, otherwise I dread to think of what might have happened. I see. Alisa? My turn. Let's see. Lisa, do you think you can work out what went wrong? Probably. You might say it runs in the family. How could I forget? It stands to reason the scion of this rainbow group would be quite handy in mechanical matters. Even if she does pretend she wants nothing to do with her family anymore. Could you mind your own business? What you say, though, it's not as true as it used to be. Many being professional engineers at the Reinford company now who can't even perform basic maintenance work. Wow, standards in higher education must be slipping. When you compare it to the Zeiss Central factory in the borough, the Reinford group is getting far too big for its own good. All those giant, vertically structured divisions, each of their own subdivisions? It sounds as though becoming the Empire's largest corporation brought its own share of new wishes. So have you managed to figure out what the problem was? I think so. It looks like there was a contact failure in the quartz circuits near the engine. Probably why you suddenly had difficulty steering even though it was fine just before. I see. Do you think you can repair it? I doubt it. I can diagnose, but I'm no technician. I think we'll need to call in a professional to fix it. I suppose that means we'll have to ask someone from Zendergate. I'm impressed. See that Thor's military academy is more to be proud than just its famous founder. Elder Ivan, Dad. I'm sorry it took us so long to get here. I'm relieved to see that Norton made it back safely. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, no trouble at all. It sounds like you've been able to work out the cause of the problem here. That was all thanks to Alisa. It was nothing really. There's no shame in being proud of your accomplishments. I'm glad we've gotten this squared away. We still have something of a problem. What do you mean? This is a settlement's only vehicle. Having an Ab's mission is going to make things pretty inconvenient around here. The sooner we can get it fixed, the better. I see. In that case, is there anything we can do to help? I'm sure this isn't part of your field study, you know. I would respectfully disagree. You treated us such food and such hospitality. I want to do what I can to help. But actually, repairing the truck is a bit above my skill level. Still, it would be discourteous of us not to at least attempt to assist our host. Thanks, everyone. If you insist, we'll be more than grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you could bring out someone who could do repairs, that would be great. That sounds like the best course of action. Should we head to Zendergate and see if they can spare a mechanic? Actually, I have someone else in mind. Someone far more keen than an army technician for things of this sort. Up near Lake Lacrima in the Northern Highlands, there's an elderly man from the Empire. I'm sure he'll be able to fix the truck for us if we ask him. True. The hermit could probably have this fixed in no time at all. That cabin near the lake? We passed by earlier, but it seemed vacant. Old man from the Empire who is more reliable than any army technician. Could it really be him? Alisa? So you want us to go call this man for you then? If you'd be so kind. There's no hurry though. If you have other things you need to do, by all means do them first. Either way, we'll need to clean up the site of the accident before anything else. Just handle it as you might as if it was part of your field study. Will do. Okay everyone, let's finish up anything we have left to do and head for the cabin at the lake. Lake Lacrima is in the Northern Highlands. We'll need to head north from the Guardian statue, then to northwest. We should set up on horseback at once. Island Cloth. SPD plus 3 prevents delay. That's not bad. Multi-purpose. Cloth woven in the nomadic settlement. Red seal meat. Alright, we'll head back now. Back out into the grass.
Yeah!
Yep. Definitely feels like time almost doesn't exist out here. I imagine you could very easily just relax and be cut off from the rest of everything, just laying out here, watching the clouds go by. So in other words, don't let Shikamaru out here, because he won't come back. He is definitely one for the easy life. So we gotta go around the statue, back this way. I mean, it's already been out here, so... Still, it is quite a distance, even if I know where I'm going. But yeah, I definitely did those events out of order. Because it explained to us where it was, even though I've been there, done that. Well, at least we made it as far as the lake. Is he at home? Well, the boat's back, so I would assume so. Well, the boat's at the wharf and the garage door is open, so I'd say it's likely. Excellent. We should go see him at once.
Yeah! Whoa, whoa!
Hey, easy. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend this weekend, so far. Take a break from all of the stresses and worries of the work week. Unless, of course, you work during the weekend, in which case I apologize. Seems like there's someone inside. Suppose it must be the man we came to see then? Yeah, I bet he just came back from fishing. For a hermit, he doesn't seem to want much. That startled me. My chair suddenly bent back. I wasn't expecting it. So what are we going to do? During the cabin, the time of day will advance, and all the day's field study activities will end. I'm a knock. Excuse me, is anyone home? It's open. Come on in. Alisa? Excuse us then. Hey, it's good to see you again, sir. Well, it isn't guys. Haven't seen you for around about, what, half a year now? And the little Lisa's here too. Why, I don't think I've seen your face in, what must have coming up 5 years now. Wait, what? Could this be? Grandfather, what are you doing here? Well, I guess that's one way to be introduced, but let me give you a proper welcome. Gwen Reinford. I thought Gwen was a lady's name. I'm Gwen Reinford, Elisa's favorite granddad. Pleasure to meet you all, Class 7. Honor to meet you, sir. I'm Rain Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma Milstein. Eustace Alvaria. It's an honor. A promising group of young folks if there ever was. But you've sure done a lot of growing in the past 5 years, Alisa. You're taller and bigger. It does this man's old heart good to see how easy on the eyes you become. Grandfather, please! Forget about me. What have you been doing here all this time? Back when you disappeared from nowhere, I've never had believed. If someone told me this is where I'd find you, do you have any idea how worried I've been? Oh, come now. I send you letters a couple times a year, don't I? And of course, I read all the ones you give to Sharon, too. Still, have you been here the whole time these past 5 years? Just about. I don't stay year-round, though. I spend about half the year traveling around the continent, seeing friends or visiting the Empire. I see. Mr. Reinford, would you mind if I asked how you know so much about our field study? He does raise an excellent point. It almost seems as you were expecting us to pay you a visit. Well, it's just a coincidence the truck broke down when it did. But I admit, ever since Arena told me you were coming to the Highlands, I figured I'd see you at some point. You still talk to Mother? Yes, indeed. Though just the bare minimum. That girl's zeal for her work borders on unhealthy. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic? Alisa? Anyway, since we're all done with our coffee, let's head over to the settlement and have a look at that truck. Just wait outside of it while I grab my tools. Oh, actually, I caught a few good-sized trout. Can you take them over to the settlement when you go? Of course. So that's the former chairman of the Reinford group. I knew him by name, but he's a far more light-hearted man than I would have guessed. Indeed, he seems very easygoing. You can say what you really think. You're not going to hurt my feelings or anything. Everyone loves him because he's all laid back and approachable, but mostly he's just capricious and irresponsible. And then, 5 years ago, we just... Lisa? Never mind. Let's get going. As soon as he's ready, we're heading back to the settlement. Alright? Let's wait for him by the garage. Oh, look at that sunset. Where is it? It's more like just afterglow. Guys, should we head back to the settlement? Hey guys, you're pretty good terms with my father, then? Something like that. We've only known him a couple of years, but a lot of us in the settlement know him a lot. Myself included. Ah. Okay, we're good to go. You mind if I ride with one of you? Grandfather? You aren't driving? Nah, he's been acting up a bit lately, so I'd rather not. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to get to know my grandfather's classmates a little better? Green, right? Got room for one more up there? Why did he have to pick Rain? He better not be giving him any funny ideas. I'm sure that isn't the case. I feel a bit more at ease if you focus on the Rain, though. How's little Sharon doing these days? I heard she recently started working at your dormitory. That's right. I haven't had too much time to get to know her. But she seems really skilled at what she does. Oh, she is. Very much so. More importantly, she's a real cutie. She always has a lovely, reserved air, but there's a playful side to her, too. I wish she'd sound as my personal maid. That'd be the life. Yeah. But that Emma girl is really nice, too. She's got those glasses, and that hair you want her to let down. And she's class prison material to boot. There's a smoldering homeroom hottie if I've ever saw one. Come on, you know you agree with me. Oh, well, I can't really say that I disagree with you, but... if you don't mind my asking, why did you never tell Alisa that you were here? Tell me, Reen, what kind of girl do you see her as? Well, I'd say she's a really hard worker, and great in many respects. Oh, I have no doubt of it. She's a good-looking, polite, as well-mannered as any noble's daughter, intelligent, and all that comes naturally to her. It's not some persona she forces on herself. Yeah, I'm amazed at how effortless she makes it all seem. And yet, she has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped the notice of a canny young man like yourself. It does feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind, and her sense of duty compels her to always see things through. She always keeps everything bottled up, and she never wants to let on to anyone that she needs help with a problem. I'm Alisa R. from Rower. It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that. I have a feeling the relations between her mother and I caused her to end up this way. Or to be more specific, a conflict between the two of us. That's why I didn't tell her where I was. I'll leave that up to her to fill the details about that. I'm sure that once the two of you are a bit closer, she'll tell you on your own. A bit closer? I have a feeling there's a critical misunderstanding going on here. Oh, is that so? Thought there was a little something going on between you two after seeing your name come up in one of her letters. Well, did have an unfortunate accident back at the start of the year. That's all it was. Eventually got sorted out and nothing's really happened since. An accident, huh? You accidentally collide her on your way to school, causing her to drop the toast she was held between her sweet lips? And as the dust cleared, did the two of you find yourselves sprawled out on the ground in an unlikely yet heart-racing position? That's a really oddly specific question. I don't know what kind of heart-racing position you're... So, something really did happen, didn't it? Now just tell old Gwen here all about it. I don't want every last juicy detail. Grandfather, please!
Hey, isn't that... Ooh, it's those military academy students. I wonder what they're doing all the way out here. Oh well. Looks like things are gonna start getting interesting. Okay, let's get this mission started! Sheesh. Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
Gramps? Who's Gramps? Weird. Wait, I thought they had to clear out the car first. That night, people assembled on a banquet in the elder's house for Gwen and Norton. I don't know what you'd do without you, Gwen. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Maka. This booze isn't going to drink itself. Yes. I can still hardly believe it. Finding the famous Gwen Rhineford out in the sticks like this. You know him then? Of course. Seizing the opportunities of the oil revolution, making Rhineford the industrial powerhouse it is today. It's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over. The Rhineford Company was originally an arms manufacturer, making their names on firearms and such. They underwent massive expansion and their lineup started working on orbital weapons and railway projects. I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility, but the company does business all across the continent, not just domestically. Women has a refreshingly international outlook of an Arabellian businessman. I see. I knew he was a keen man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. No mystery why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down, but look at him now. He's a picture of health. Maybe there's some truth to that old rumor after all. Oh? What do you mean? Just something I heard a long time ago. No real proof, and we, the Imperial Chronicle, aren't in the business of printing baseless speculation. Lisa? Oof, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm going to go out and get a little fresh air, okay? Alright. Alisa? Hey, Alisa's going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going and keeping her company? Not at all. Don't mind me. I'm a class president and all. You can make a better company. No, trust me. I think you're definitely the best man for the job. Well, if you say so. Alright, I'll be back in a while then.
I'm such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Wow, would you look at that view? Amazing, isn't it, Alisa? It's so pretty! Come on, you two. We need to get going. We're running behind schedule. Now, let them have their fun. It's not often you have a day like this. I want to try and relax for once. It must be your father and mother. Well, obviously your mother.
Alisa?
Oh, Green. Well, what are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Alisa. Look up at the sky.
Huh? Wow.
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early. But now that we know, if you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
You're right.
That's one thing. What is it about the night sky, the stars and everything? It's a natural light show. Why is it so intriguing, I wonder?
My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away.
Oh, I thought he was...
My family was never really the same after that.
Maybe because he kept your mother in check.
Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Rhineford group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Rhineford group.
What you saw in Ruhr Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity.
Oof.
We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too.
So she's technically common, but she is basically business royalty.
At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone. Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady. Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
Yeah,
I
they
see.
definitely clash.
Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Rhineford group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, they were in the beginning, in the cutscene.
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell State. In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
500,000. citizens.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army,
Why did he even agree
my
to
mother
it?
betrayed him.
What?
That's why. She
She
went.
went behind his back and secured the support of all of Reinford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side.
Wow. Marcus's dad agreed
In the
with
face
that?
of such
That
overwhelming
makes
pressure
sense,
from all
given the
sides,
lower class.
my grandfather was forced to capitulate. He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place.
Wow. So she basically took over the company from him.
That's
Kind
when
of a
my
bitch.
grandfather decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do.
I mean, that said, insurance defense, your mother is her employer, so. And you can't be too harsh on her, that's not very fair.
It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh, I
Wow.
think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back.
Yeah, Alisa would never take something like that lying
I
down.
couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest.
Yeah, but Sharon's hands were tied. But even if she disagreed with it, she wasn't gonna bite the hand that feeds her.
It really drove it home to me. How big the Reinford group was now, and how small I was. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back,
How
I
it
guess
goes.
that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Reinford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time.
What do you expect of yourself?
But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
Because it's worth it.
You really are strong, Alisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it. About your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe you're right, but I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in Class 7, the lacrosse club, you, I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I
Why?
could say the same thing about you.
Maybe.
You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldic? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away from my family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not get along well with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Reen. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Ugh. Low blow.
Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon?
Hey, don't
I
get
can't
used to
believe
it.
you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
Alright, you got me. I admit defeat. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out. In my own way. Maybe enrolling in Thor's was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I ended up in Class 7. And now, all of us are out here like this, spending time together.
Yeah, I like that.
Still,
I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So... Wait, all of us?
we knew well ahead
You
of
two were
time.
gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
They've been here a
Still,
while.
I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Green, he was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Alisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
I apologize for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this anyway? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting any sleep until you've shared all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Hey, guys? This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah, ain't it?
The guys almost sounded a little bit like Green there too for a second. Alright, Eskil.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Ingenuity. That's cool.
Drinks are on me someday.
Okay. 02:55 hours. Shift's almost over. No sign of anything suspicious. Or anything at all, really. Why do we even do this every day? You do know the point of having sentry is, right? Oh, hey, you're here early. Come on now, you've got to get where I'm coming from at least a little. It's insane if we were posting your crossbelt. Who's gonna start a war out here in the boondocks? You never know, right? Perhaps the fact that you never expected would make it the perfect place to start a war. Besides, Lieutenant General Vander says we need to stay alert, so he knows the situation better than we do. The Lieutenant General's a great man, yeah. But what are those big shots from the 3rd Armored Division doing stationed in some backwater place like this anyway? You think the rumor's true? That he got posted here because he wouldn't help the Blood and Iron Chancellor? I mean, watch what you say. That kind of idle gossiping is how rumors get wings. Fine. Just a killjoy. Anyway, you got things covered here? I want to go sleep. Got a few minutes left on my shift, but you're here, and hey, who's counting? Honestly... Wait, what's that? What the? What just happened? Did it get shelled? With orders to attack? No one. Heard nothing of the sort. Sender Gate needs to know about it. What the? No way. Fire in the hole. Ah! Enemy attack? Where's it coming from? No. Oh, adios. Well, that's not good. Looks like things are finally starting to heat up. Alright, it's about to get real fast. Save time real quick. Alright, there we go. And continue. 628, field day study number 3. Same day, 6:30. So that must have been pre-dawn hours then. I didn't catch the time. That was a great meal. I don't think I could eat another bite. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we were able to still pack away this much food. Well, you're all growing boys and girls, so eat up. Riding takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day out in the plains. Would anyone like more? I should probably refrain. If there's any chicken left, we can wrap it in bamboo and take it with us. Who knows? We might need something to gnaw on while we're out there today. Okay! Let me help too! I'll pour the leftovers in some containers for you. Ah, thanks. You really are too kind. You're our guest. What kind of host would we be if we didn't treat you as such? Anyway, here's the grand list of the tasks we'll be tending to today. Field Study Day 2. North Highlands, North Monster. As I know, monsters have been seen around the northern part of the Highlands. Exterminated. I'm not gonna. Alright. I figured it kinda hard to give you fewer than yesterday. Feel free to take advantage of that extra time to do whatever strikes your fancy. Maybe go off the beaten path a bit. Understood. Thank you again for everything. Do you want to spend some time with your grandfather today, Alisa? Sounds like you weren't able to spend much time with him yesterday. Gwen stayed in the elder's home yesterday, right? I imagine he ought to be up and about soon. We have no objections to completing this morning's task without you if you wish to spend more time with him. But... knock on. Are you there? Elder, I'm here. Oh, good morning. Grandfather? Gwen? Morning, everyone. Sorry to intrude. Judging by the looks on your faces, it seems all is not well. I'm afraid you're right. We received word from Zendergate just a short while ago. They say the Imperial Army's watchtower has been attacked. What? Sounds like it happened in the middle of the night. And that's not the last of it either. The Republican Army's base has been attacked too. This isn't going to be pretty. Same day, 800, or 8 o'clock. Oh, they did say it was 0255. So yeah, that'd be almost 3 in the morning, basically. Armored Division, 3rd Armored Division airships. Cavalier. Yep, it's about to get real fast. Republican Army, 8th Air Division on the land. Airborne armored divisions being sent out first as always, I see. I suppose it's only a matter of time before they give the order to the armored regiments too. Lieutenant General, you've confirmed the death of 2 of the guards. A further 3 have sustained serious injury, but we've been able to stabilize their condition. I see. Have the medics see them to the second they arrive. Yes, sir. Contact Zendergate. Prepare the 3rd Armored Division for deployment. I want all armored vehicles ready to move before I return. "9:30. Yep. Things are happening quick. Hey, you sure you don't need us to help? I appreciate your willingness, but we'll be fine. Raising the procedures for moving the settlement in case of emergency. Same goes for you guys. I assume you'll be heading to Zendergate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Vander. Not as a citizen of Nord, but as a student of Military Academy. I will. Will you be staying here, Grandfather? I will. I can use the truck after all. And since I was here anyway, I might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move. Alright, please take care of yourself. I'm sorry, Elder. Terrible that I can't help you when you need it most. You have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us. The blessing of the winds and gods be with you all. Take care. We will. We must make for Xander Gate at once. Indeed, we find out as much as we can about what happened. Photographer Norton will accompany. Interesting. The northern reaches of the Norland are temporarily inaccessible. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, what's the exclamation mark? Excuse me, sure ask away. Also required task. Wait, let's know about the monster itself. Based on their quest, the type of monster no one's ever seen before. Yes, I can confirm that as of this morning. In fact, just its figure alone is a mystery. What I saw was no ordinary monster, but a giant made of stone. A giant made of stone? Sounds remarkably similar to the golems from old fairy tales. I have legends of such creatures well. Now that you mention it, that monster was strikingly similar to what's described in those stories. That's just bizarre. I've got a bad feeling about this. Me too. You should probably get rid of it quickly before anything happens. Exactly why I decided to assign you this task. Going after it, head over to the southwestern area of the Highlands Northern region. However, keep in mind, there's no need to force yourself should it prove to be more dangerous than anticipated. Got it. Thanks for the information, Dad. Either way, we should go and look at ourselves at least. We can decide what to do after that. Be careful out there. May the blessings of the winds and goddess be with you. Alright, down to the south side. Believe I'm going the right way? No, that's the north. There's the south side. South exit, go! I have time to head... Oh wait, what? I thought that was I'm confused. Whatever. Actually, oh, before I forget, we should... Wait. Trading post, good. We should stock up on some stuff. Shop. Exchange. I don't have any? I guess I don't have any then. Alright, fun. Sure, yeah, we got lots of those. Celestial... Ooh. Hello. Terra bomb. Yes. 300. That's sufficient now. Damn it. Ah, those things are freaking expensive. I only have 15 left. Ah, crap baskets. I should have gone for the reviving bomb instead. We'll just have to make do, I guess. Fingers crossed, we're good. All full. Yes. Yes. I'm really sorry to put you guys up with this. You've already helped me out more than enough yesterday. No problem. Don't sweat it. This must be the kind of breaking news every press photographer dreams of being on the scene for. Still, it bothers me. How was it possible that both the Imperial and Republican bases were attacked at the same time? Do you think one attacked first and the other swiftly retaliated? No time to think about that right now. We need to hurry. We need to get to Zendergate as fast as we can. Right! Oh, don't ride too roughly.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, I wanted to check out the pillars, the spires. I don't think I'll be able to. Kinda sucks. I'm just gonna see if it'll let us just for shiggles. I doubt it will, but we'll see. It's basically Stonehenge. I wonder what it was for. I have time to dilly dally. Yeah, that's her. Yep. Can't say I'm surprised. I mean, I could, but I'd be lying. There's the watchtower, which may or may not be ruined at this point. Probably is still somewhat standing, because I only said they only had a couple of, only a few men killed or wounded. But where's the monster? I suppose we have to go to Xander Gate.
That's one of the Imperial Army's airships.
Where? I don't
This
see it.
situation is looking worse by the minute.
We need to hurry.
There it is. Yeah.
Those are armored cars from the Imperial Army.
Damn, this isn't looking good.
Not at all. Wow. 10 o'clock? Jeez. A lot happened in just a few hours. It's like the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. And it appears they're preparing for deployment. Thanks, everyone. Let me go see if I can get permission to start taking photographs. I wonder where Lieutenant General Vander could be. We need to find him so he can tell us what's going on here. I suspected you might show up. Lieutenant General, do you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir? I thought I'd conduct another sweep of the area as a precaution. But never mind that now. You came at the perfect time. A freight train bound for Rolla departs 30 minutes from now. Want you all on board that train. Finish up your field study as quickly as you can and return to the academy. What? But sir... While things ultimately depend on the action of the Republican Army, the bottom line is that we may be mere hours away from armed conflict with the Kavad Republic. I've already informed everyone in the settlements. Did they not relay the message to you? Be that as it may. We can't just turn tail and pretend none of this is happening. Lieutenant General, have you established which side attacked first? Nice. That's the central question here. It's still under investigation. You have my assurances that the Imperial Army did not attack. We will not make the first move, nor have we retaliated. However, our army's watchtower was destroyed, and several guards lost their lives. As the officer in charge of Ender Gate, I have a duty to act. So the tower was destroyed. Damn. So there really were fatalities. Let's presume for the sake of argument that the damage sustained by the Republicans' army base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several of their facilities suffered major structural damage. Their losses appeared to be, at minimum, equal to ours. Honestly, I'd estimate damage to be greater. Wow. But if they suffered even more damage than we did, that doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid we've long since passed the point where leisurely discussing our own possibilities was an option. I will do all that I can to avoid full-scale war, but we're prepared for the possibility of armed conflict. And I suspect they are as well. But that just seems so wrong. That's your opinion, Lieutenant General? Will you at least allow me the chance to investigate what happened on my own? Guys? Guys? Investigate on your own? As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Howlands like the back of my hand. If someone attempts to threaten the peace of my homeland, I won't rest until I've unearthed the truth of what's happening. I'm serious. We'll do everything we can to help you. I think this falls within the scope of our field study too. No, wait. This is the people of North's problem. There are no reason for you all to stay here and risk getting caught in the crossfire. A classmate and friend staying behind. Isn't that reason enough? I am a son of the House of Alvarez. I'll never disgrace the honor of my family name by fleeing in the face of danger. Besides, it seems like you people have done a lot for my grandfather. Guys, do you remember what you said to us all back at Heimdall Station? The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. It appears you've lost this one, guys. Lieutenant General, it's currently 10:05. I will permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I will do everything in my power to propose any potential conflict until then. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Then we haven't a moment to waste. We should begin investigating the watchtower that was attacked. That sounds like a good place to start.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly.
I agree with Alisa. We're classmates after all, and more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy, too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight.
Wow. I didn't realize guys could be so
I
poetic.
love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but
I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with the Watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives had been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrugged the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now, that there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
If that's the case, it's a perfect position for him to be as Class 7.
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it,